One more time through Bloodstained 2. We unlocked the final chapter most recently. Episode 3, the final episode, Cleave the Moon. Or maybe this is episode 3, and I haven't unlocked it yet. Doesn't matter, this will be my final on-stream playthrough of Bloodstained 2. On casual. Veteran beat me thoroughly enough. We will accept our limitations. But all of our friends are here this time, all the ones from the first game. And Dominique's back. She was saved and reunited with Zangetsu and his allies. The moon is coming to kill us, so we need to kill the moon first. We have a lot of help to accomplish that task. 7 total playable characters now. Look at them all. A veritable army. That said, Al says it's still impossible. He's gonna change that. Somehow. Church, Gebel's shards, and alchemy. Okay, we're gonna build a spaceship. Same as Hachi's robot. To the moon! I mean, it seems to be partially constructed behind Gebel right now. Okay, interesting. We might have to split up. We might not have all 7 of our characters available to us at the same time. Let's see how this plays out. Looks like I can recruit Gebel. Or Al. I just walked past Al, though. And then I accidentally walked into the first level. So it looks like we have full level select right now. I can choose which area we want to go to with which ally, so as to accrue the ship parts. Is this all of them? I think we're missing somebody. Al, and then our regular crew, and then nobody. There's the rest of them. That'll be Miriam and Gebel. I miss Miriam. This is a tough-ass level, though. I'm not going to start with such a hard level. I also miss Dominique. So here we go. Yeah, they split us up into pairs. Very interesting way to do this final chapter. It also prevents us from going through most of the secret pathways. I was really hoping to show some of those off. But oh well. Wow, he got me even when I was prepared for it. I think we're supposed to jump over the skeleton. Hit him in the back. That might work. I bet we can't get down there. Nope. Requires a Hachi smash. I really thought this would be like a full family reunion. Hence the stream title. But I'm also fine with this. It'll be a little more challenging, but still fun. I think it'll be a ship part and a permanent upgrade in each of these levels. One of which will be Zangetsu only, and I assume Zangetsu still has to wield the terrible sword. Top my HP off. I don't like the look of these archers. Okay, I'm gonna destroy these archers. They pose no threat at all. Was worried for nothing. Glorious. And I made too many healing plants. More healing over here. The skeleton in the nightcap says, go down. So they, of course, put a guy with infinite ammo right in front of it. I'm gonna split this Chapter 3 playthrough into at least 2 parts. So we shall see exactly how I deal with this. But yeah, this is not the final Bloodstained 2 stream. Probably complete about half the levels today. And then the other half sometime next week. That's the plan, at least. Can't do this without at least 3 teammates. Or Gebel, for that matter. That said, Dominique is a beast. And is really dominating this level for me. How I missed her. Stab this thing from below. Take out its pollen as well. A little too slowly. There's no reason to head down because I can heal myself. Like that. So, I'm not worried about anything. Where the hell am I? There we go. I think I had the exact same confusion last time I played this level. Take out the waterfall fish. Still feel like I should fall through the floor at some point, but I don't think they're going to do that when there isn't like another level below us. Pretty sure they're above that. This game is hard, but it's not like total bullshit. Zangetsu does still have his garbage sword. No surprise there. I'd be dead if this were veteran difficulty. More or less would have gotten through there on veteran, except for the hit that I took at the very end. Probably would have knocked me off the final platform. This game is very hard on veteran. Hey! Didn't get hit there, though. There's no reason to go up there. I'm gonna anyway. Or not. But I could have. Is this a little secret area? No. The texture, the way it stops at exactly waist height, suggests that that should be openable, and then Robert should be able to crawl through. But not the case, for some reason. That clue is no clue at all. I think this is the level with the train boss. Meaning Dominique is the perfect person to take care of that specific boss. It's awful nice of them. Give someone so well-suited taking care of that boss. Oh, that's how I get to the Resurrection Crystal. I don't need the Resurrection Crystal, nor do I even want it. That's the nature of secret paths. What did I just get there? Must have been a health refill, because it doesn't make the coin sound. So definitely made the most out of that. Let's see what we have here. Exactly what I was hoping for. You don't scare me. Pretty sure these guys are too big to be appearing this early in the game. I believe there was a weaker palette swap version that was supposed to be in this level originally. That said, I don't recall any specific instances of them switching out which enemies appear in which levels on successive loops of the game. Could just be misremembering. Has been a while. Careful. Just power on through it. Worst case scenario is I get hit, which doesn't matter because we are on the easiest difficulty, which is frankly way too easy. But Veteran is the next difficulty up, and it is impossibly hard. They added a third difficulty, but they made it above Veteran. Which is absurd. No one needs that. I mean, some people need that, but many more people need a difficulty between Casual and Veteran. I am one such person. I will never in my life play this game on Legend difficulty. You know what, I'm not gonna mess with that. We'll get it on the rebound, like right now. Unfortunately, I have not been doing any streams, but if I just left my stream open for the last entire day, I would have had one viewer AFKing that whole time. Perhaps I should just leave the stream dormant at all times. Ruin my individual metrics. I think overall that would not benefit me very much in the end. Uh-oh. Train's going a little too far for my tastes. I am lucky to be alive. Yeah, I think Zangetsu does a little more damage. It isn't, like, much worse without dealing with the boss, so take it, Zangetsu. The rest of this fight is all yours. I don't think that jump was necessary, but couldn't hurt. A little extra safety. Get that out. Get rid of the burning coal. And slash it up. Does seem like they have way more HP now. Might just be me. This boss definitely feels like it is taking far more hits. It's probably going to survive this cycle as well. Yep. Handily. Yes, if you're going to fight a train boss, do it on an infinitely long train. Otherwise, you will eventually run out of train cars being destroyed. And then what are you going to do? Won't be able to dodge the desperation charge. If I had been using Zangetsu all along, I probably would have saved at least one cycle there. I think this one is stand right here. Or underneath this spot. Let's see. Yep, right there. Dodge the desperation attack. Gain a bunch of points that do nothing on this difficulty level. On veteran difficulty, it gets you like 2 1-ups worth of points. And we got a flight stone. You can't go to space without a flight stone. No, the Solar Racer is way better than the Zanmato. Throw that thing in the trash. Put it in the fire right now. Bring back the Soul Eraser. It was right out in the open. How did we miss the first loop? Yeah, not well hidden. Left on display in plain sight. Oh. I guess Dominique's glasses are not just for show. It's not just Bayonetta cosplay. Much as it seems that way sometimes. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't see what he was asking, but yes. Oh, I launched the ship without all the parts. We're gonna die. This rules, though. This is a little sample of what's gonna happen next stream. When I do this on purpose. God, this is cool. Anyway. This is inappropriate. Let's see if it starts us back on the ground where we belong. Here's where we go. Let's read this very carefully. Shall we depart with this group? No, not at all. Yeah, if I'd succeeded there, it would have put us on the moon with just Dominique and Al. That would have been a very big problem. So... I guess we'll do the first level again. Dominique will stay with us. And then we'll get Al back. I should really go to the later levels and get Miriam and, like, the good characters back. Because then I can get to more of these secret areas. Oh, that's a terrible thing. Could have kept the fire wheel. When we get all the characters, the portraits are going to go all the way from our health bar to the 1-up score meter. Cool pink cat. Can't get over there with anyone besides Gebel. In fact, I'm going to prioritize Gebel. After this, we are getting Gebel. Because Gebel can get into any secret in the game. He can get into that one over there. He could have gotten into the one in the previous room. Once we have Gebel, we can save a ton of time in each of these levels. It's going to require that I go through a very late game level with only a portion of my total characters, but we're on casual difficulty, so it's still very doable. I imagine this game's ultimate mode, which is just Zangetsu all the way through, would be exceptionally difficult. Didn't unlock it, though. Not eager to unlock it. I have taken a liking to this game that I'm playing it on casual, but it's now a little too easy. Maybe only because I played on veteran, though. Maybe if I had started on casual, it would be perfect all the way through. But no. I had to start on veteran. I assume our spaceship, during the vertical shooter, will also have additional abilities as we get the upgrades, so as to make that vertical shooter segment easier. But it's also doable with no upgrades whatsoever. Pretty sure that's how this is gonna work. Not terribly interested in testing it by, you know, activating the shooter segment every time I unlock a character to see how it changes. You'll just assume that that's how it goes. If I had the free shot, I think I could make it past him. Wait, I don't need the free shot. This is not one of the ones that is upgraded to make himself invincible. Yep. This is the first level. I keep forgetting. I just played a much later level, so I expect things to be way more difficult, but no, this level is easy and should be easy. You can tell it's the first level because it has abnormally detailed level design and backgrounds and stuff. Before the budget started to run out. It never gets bad, but it definitely weakens over the course of the game. For it, there we go. Don't want Dominique tanking anything. Already failed at that goal. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Messed that up bad, but at least the right guy did all the tanking. Very hard to clear the fire without taking a hit. Okay. I finally realized that if you jump right as the tail is taking aim, then you are more likely to dodge the tail attack because you pull it upward slightly. It's a very important attack, though. That's how it's done. We're closer than ever. Just tank that hit. Need Dominique to do damage here. So close. There we go. Finally. Was not trivial, but we made it through. I have no idea how to dodge that attack. Maybe if Gebel flies up in the air, that'll work? That's all I can think of. But speaking of Gebel, he's next. Making a beeline for that guy. Because now I just have Al. Al's not going to help me. I wasn't entirely sure that I was unlocking new party members as I was going through this. Here we go. Gebel in the final level. We have a small party. Gotta make the most of it. This is great, though. Like, strategizing which characters you're gonna need. It rewards you for having played the first game. It does not necessitate it. Let's try this area. Let's definitely try not killing Gebel. Wouldn't mind having Hachi or Robert here, though. I'm realizing. That said, I got as much ammo as I can possibly get. Hitting enemies restores our HP, which is very good. Okay, glorious. You have two potential shortcuts, but Hachi's not here to open the other one. I assume that means they are equally, like, short of shortcuts. So I'm just gonna fly through this level. Literally fly through it. Yeah. I do not expect to regret this decision, because I hate this level normally. Here's a delicious prize for Al that I don't have the means to get. That's fine. I can drink all the blood I need. Gebel's just gonna solo this level. The level where he has unlocked, so I'm not even exploiting it. Can snipe these guys from below, but too many of them now. I think I need the freeze shot to get past the guy with the spikes there. Pretty sure that's the only way. There's an armor upgrade hidden behind him. It's possible the freeze shot is inside this candle. Let's see. That is not even slightly the freeze shot. Maybe I can damage boost it. Let me try something. Not the best plan. It's possible I could have damage boosted that, but getting back out would be an issue. Oh. Didn't realize I was at such low health. Maybe if... There's probably some weird, potentially unintended exploit here. It would get me through. But the regular punch bots are enough of a problem. Let's try this. There's no way. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Instant death from touching the spike bot. I'm just gonna get on out of here. This place is not for me. That said, now I have to do platforming. I was so glad that I wouldn't have to do platforming. And then I let Gebel die. Hope there's a checkpoint soon, so I can get him back. I miss him already. Medusa heads near stairs. Nightmarishly difficult to navigate. You can stab this guy. I guess we want to just go around. Like this. Here comes more fireballs. Easily destroyed fireballs. Hey, a sub-weapon I actually like. Nope. Still have 2 hits with this guy. But I need Dominique to make the jump here. She only has 1 hit. Medusa heads next to stairs. Rule. Get me the hell out of here. Some kind of crack in the wall down there. Surely that's a secret path. None of my concern. I'm locked into this path. Bring back our friends. Anything of value here? Let's go for a free shot, but of course it's not a free shot. It's never a free shot. This is nice, though. Yep. If you do this. I have nothing to worry about. Limited ammo. Glorious. Your frogs don't scare me. I can't hit the mouth, though. There it is. Just needed to find the right spot. I am actually doing the platforming, even though I don't technically need to. Attempting to do it is somewhat costly. Cannot afford to lose Gebel, so... just fly out of here. Take a small shortcut. And... try to pass this off to Dominique? It's not going well. Okay. Back on track. Ugh, never mind. Very good. Nice work, team. Catch this one. Take it to the top. Ride that to victory. I could cram Gebel in here. Let's do that. It's probably worth slightly more ammo than it costs to do this. And a health refill for you. Yeah, we don't need the resurrection crystal, so I'm not even gonna take it. And a checkpoint. Definitely gonna fly through this one. do not care about these robots. Goodbye. Hey, it's the boss. I don't have much to deal with her besides tons of HP across my 4 characters. But no specific weapons or anything. Which might be a bit of a problem. We'll see. Instead, I'm cornered very badly. Oh, I got killed by the bugs? Ooh, this is a big problem. This boss takes way too much damage. I do believe you need free shot plus axe to deal with this in a reasonable amount of time. Yeah. Might have to quit out of this one. Come back with a stronger party. I want his Hachi. Hachi's invincibility plus Al's fire wheel will be a big, big help on that boss fight. Gotta go through the fire level to make it happen. Fire level ain't that bad. This is before the gigantic spike, where the game becomes almost unplayable for all but incredibly experienced Castlevania veterans, which I am not. I'm getting close after playing this game, though. It really does teach you a tremendous amount about the whole Castlevania thing. Your hands-on experience. It's like an accelerated course in how to play Castlevania. With added flight abilities. Nothing good in there. This is a dog in a Mega Man robot. One might say. Hey, free shot. Let's hold on to that one. Yeah, Hachi's one of the best characters in video game history. That is something no one will deny. Very uncontroversial stance to take. If anyone wants to call it controversial, they've made an enemy in me. There's a lot more enemies than usual, though. Did I mention Hachi can go completely invincible? Render himself utterly immune to damage. As though he weren't great enough already. I don't think I need any further upgrades. I got my free shot, I got my demon power. This guy a little extra health, and I think Hachi could use a delicious flower. The behavior of these flame pots is awkward. I don't remember the fire splashing out like the way it is now. So a little more healing. Might be even safer to just go completely invincible. But the jury's still out on that one. Jury's in. It was safer. They made this level way harder in this third loop. Oh man, this guy leads his shots so well. Criminally well. But he's dead now. Back to Hachi, dominating everything mode. Massive overkill going invincible there. Very important cash pickup. Gotta get the cash. It's what we're all here for. This is more healing. Taking another important break. Talk to our sponsors. Thank you, the church. Saved us all again. They don't really define what the church is in this game. Except that it's a vaguely, like, threatening entity. Which Robert refuses to trust. A church equals bad in this version of Castlevania. No one seems to be able to kill the dogs in one hit anymore. That's certainly a choice. This is one for Hachi. There we go. Figured you out. Get that thing out entirely. There. That's how to do that damage list. I'm surprised that died in one hit. Just at about the point where I can die in one hit. This is one that I can't cheese, because if I try to walk down the stairs, it gets me. But got enough ammo to go invincible. I don't have to figure out your patterns. I'm on easy mode. You know, I never even noticed that Hachi's stance apparently changes when he's invincible. We'll see plenty more, but Hachi has like 5 different visible forms that you can enjoy while playing this game. He's a transformer. Oh, and he burned down and blew up. Well, maybe I won't need him, but I would prefer not to have to replace him. Like, I don't want to need... Oop. This is not going hot. Or rather, it's going much too hot. Yeah. So yeah, I will have to reset here. But there might be another checkpoint that I can get to first. How do you make that jump? I guess if you start falling. Let me try this. Fall a little bit, and then jump, and it doesn't matter. The blocks are just out of cycle. Very strange. So I lost my free shot. I was really excited about having the free shot. Ah, well. There might be more free shots somewhere else in the game, but I've seen no proof that that is the case. I've seen one so far. Got that all figured out. should be... No, it's just a chain. I was really hoping for demon form. Nope, takes 2 hits. Definitely needed Hachi here. Wait for the lion wheel to come back. That's how it's done. And you got injured. Injured again, and then healed again. Okay, this mess. Go invincible. Just walk on through. Now this area. It seems like only Hachi can deal with this, which is weird. Like, that jump there. Wasn't able to make it as any other character. Arr. But I also wouldn't be able to get that without any other character. So 5 more max mana. Upgrades are less effective on this difficulty. They actually up the difficulty quite a bit here. It's actually a free shot. Wow. That's excellent. That means we will definitely get to carry a free shot into the next level. So this is a different lady. Note that her portrait looks like Bayonetta. They're pretty similar, but Dominique is definitely more balanced than Miriam was. And she carries a spear, so she can do things like that. Let's try this. It is exactly what I needed. And heal up Hachi. Hachi definitely needs it. One more for safety. We can get Miriam back, but she needs to be unlocked again by going through her set of levels, which is the Titan Sarcophagus, my least favorite level in the entire game. Who's going to be best at dealing with the lava worm? Definitely not the old man to start, so we'll start with Dominique. Maneuver as necessary, then switch to an invincible Hachi to probably wrap things up. Dominique gets a lot of free hits on many of the boss's patterns, so that's good at least. Assume, nope, he's hidden all the way over there. This is what I thought was going to be his first attack. Not the case. Yeah. Screwed that up real bad. Let's try this with a maxed out Hachi instead. Almost made it through without any damage. Hachi is too tall to dodge most of the attacks, like his hitbox is enormous. At least twice the size of all the other hitboxes. So he's not good for the first phase, but once the boss becomes vulnerable, Hachi might be viable. Very bad placement, but this attack gives you all the time in the world to reposition yourself. I appreciate, because I need it. That should be the tail. Yep. And the head comes out. Oh yeah. Beautiful work, Hachi. We're gonna be just fine. But this should be a phase that is... Nope. Tailor-made for Dominique, I thought. But it didn't happen. Stand right here. Just go to town. I don't like that last rock. That last rock always gets me. Here we go. Can't say I nailed what I was supposed to do there. I think I can also put Demon Essence on Hachi, though. But I need to dodge. Yeah, things are falling apart a little bit. Out of not paying enough attention. So... lost all the good characters. Except Hachi, of course, the best character. We'll add one more attack from this thing. That was very poorly handled. Let's hope I get a pattern where I can just go invincible for the entire fight. Such patterns do exist. This is a very easy dodge. This, however, I can't do anything about. So far, it is only doing attacks that I can very easily dodge, at least. Come on, tail. Excellent. Keep on punching. Nice work, Hachi. Absolutely cheesed. Unfortunately, this phase cannot kill you. Because it absolutely should have. But there we go. Boss very cheaply dead, thanks to an invincible dog. So now I have Hachi with which to fight the camel head boss, with which to unlock Gebel. And a self-destruct switch. That will surely help us on our journey to the moon. Oh no, Rob named the dog. Zangetsu names everything after himself. And then I accidentally hit up again. Zangetsu's a big nerd. Least favorite character in the game. But Hachi is the best, so makes up for it. This level's absurdly easy with Gebel, so we can pretty much just fly through it once we get a little bit of ammo. Max out ammo along the way. Then invince a Hachi through as much as we can. And then we should get Gebel. The prize is well worth it. I just wish it weren't this hard to get the guy. Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. Oh well. Oh, don't need to be invincible yet. Now I do. Okay. It's looking good. Now losing Gebel. Nice work, Zangetsu. Bringing it on home by standing inside the hitbox and just taking it like a champ. It should land in the center, no matter what happens. And I should teabag in the corner here, because this is a job well done. And of course, he goes right for me. I was assured it would always land in the center now, but whatever. I didn't die. We made it through. We got Gebel. So, this is very exciting. We have a fantastic roster of characters. How you doing, old buddy Gebel? Not trusting Hachi, are ya? Not really mistrust, just unsure of how he works. But in combat, he does have the Mega Stomp, which we never use, but it's out there. Fantastic crew of characters. All that remains is Robert, and Nobody, and Miriam. I might prioritize Miriam next, but that's going to be the hardest one to get. So 3 more characters need to be unlocked, and then we go to space. We do a vertical shooter segment. We go to the moon. We fight a new final boss. I'm saving that for next week. We're finally doing it. Wrapping up Curse of the Moon. Played through the whole first game. Second game twice. Now to just finish one more run. And we win forever. You'll notice that I have collected all the items, the permanent upgrades that one can get at each of these levels. I'd only gotten like 2 on stream. Turns out you need Gebel for most of them. And also Alfred, surprisingly. Needed to freeze a bunch of obstacles so that they could be shattered. So that then Gebel could fly and go get them. Miriam's our top priority. Throwing myself right into the deep end. But I have very strong characters. I'm more or less ready for this. So I say. There. That's how that's done. We can already use Miriam. Let's see. Yeah, that's not a good weapon for Miriam. I'm looking for the axe, of course. It's the axe rules. But it's nice to get reacquainted with Miriam. Been far too long since this game has allowed me to play as that character. I have every reason to believe that over there, where the skeleton is pointing, we'll have some kind of delicious upgrade for me. Wish I had grabbed that falling mana potion. None of my characters are especially good at hitting this guy. Besides Alfred. Al saves the day again. I'm glad I came in with a free shot ready to go. That's actually going to be very handy. So we have a ridiculous amount of ammo here on casual mode. More so because I went back and grabbed all of the optional permanent upgrades. So we have as much ammo as we possibly could at this point. However, most of the permanent upgrades are on incompatible paths, so you could not possibly get them all in a single run of the level. And I have no intention to replay any of these levels. Thus, it may not be possible to get both of this level's permanent upgrades. It is perfectly acceptable to just enjoy the Castlevania-esque torture that is Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon 2. I've really, really enjoyed the third loop. Some of the preceding loops, not so much. But this game really came into its own here on the final loop. She even has a high jump. I don't know why, that character whose name that I can't pull right now couldn't make that jump, but Hachi will save us. And then we'll resurrect beloved Dominique soon, whose name I just remembered. Use the game's best character to rescue the second best character. Now, what's the deal with this? How do I make this go down? Like that. I have all the tools I need right now. Do all the horrible stuff that I wish I didn't have to do. Oh, no, you don't. Now, where am I? I just skipped like half the level, but I don't know where that puts me. There's these guys. I hate these guys. We've got Al ready, and he can actually freeze that thing so we can go right through it. We could also just go invincible. That tends to work. Oh, freezing doesn't work, so... I thought I had options. I do not have options. So... here's our invincibility. What was the point of that? Oh, I need Robert as well. For this shortcut. The one guy I have not prioritized at all. Robert is very useful, particularly throughout this level. But all the other characters are higher priority for me. Ugh. This area is irritating. Yeah, one shot to the back kills the giant mechs covered in swords. Ooh. Those axe guys can jump. Impressive. Reminds me of the first time I ever saw a jumping spider. was walking across my desk, and it came to the tiniest little gap. But for it was a gigantic chasm, because it was a couple of millimeters long. And I was like, what are you gonna do? So I observed, and it did a leap of about 1 inch to get across that chasm. And my mind was blown. I have rarely been more impressed by anything in my entire life. It was like watching the most tremendous of sports games taking place on my very desktop. Well, that guy, I know all about that guy's deal. Why he needs to be frozen. Ooh, we got pentagram made out of hair or something. Takes a lot of hits. It's dead now. There's a joke that I read in the last video from Gebel. After we unlocked Gebel, we talked to him. And he said, hey, that robot over there. What if he has to punch something that's really low? Isn't this punch a little too high off the ground for him to hit the low enemies? That's unfortunate. And then, of course, Zangetsu said, no, he just jumps and smashes them like that. It's no problem at all. And Gebel is just kind of dumbstruck. And I didn't realize that's because Gebel has that issue. When he ducks and attacks, his lowest flame, like, flies way too high to hit ground-based enemies. And that was one of the big balancing factors of playing as Gebel in the first game. In this game, it appears that the bottom flame of his attack has a much lower hitbox, so it can hit enemies that are pretty close to the ground, but not all the way. Like, down on the ground. That still requires Zangetsu or Robert or basically any character besides Gebel or Hachi. I'm not gonna mess around with this. They don't pay me enough to deal with this many possible dangers. I recognize this all too well. We got the damage up. And I'm gonna bring Dominique back. I assume we will need everybody at our disposal. It will cost me the free shot, though. Maybe I won't bring Dominique back. Much as I love the free shot. Wait, the free shot is the reason I'm not bringing Dominique back. As much as I love Dominique, the free shot is very useful. I can't imagine it'll be that useful against this particular boss, but it might be. I don't know what this boss's pattern are going to be on this difficulty level, so anything's possible. I'm frozen by possibilities. Wait. I have to lose Zangetsu. That's what Miriam can do. I probably should have checked that candle and see if it had a good weapon for Miriam. Might have had the axe. It might still have the axe. Let's see. It does not have the axe. It has the worst of the sub-weapons. So, can we rescue Miriam for good? By doing this miserable boss fight that I legitimately hate. Not just because I'm bad at it, but me being bad at it certainly doesn't help my opinion of it. So far, same pattern as the last difficulty. Can't hit the thing. Boss is just flying further and further away. which is my favorite thing about this boss, is that it can just decide not to get hit for a long time. We're gonna try this out. Just attack the boss's face, since the boss ain't gonna play the game. However, it has cost me the vast majority of my ammunition. Here goes the rest. I think Miriam is gonna carry us the rest of the way. I hope Miriam is gonna carry us the rest of the way. Chakrams still being absolute nightmares. So clearly I was supposed to get Robert before coming to this level. That would have made everything way easier. Including this boss fight. Get a few more free hits. Make this very slow, because the boss is not cooperating in the least. I missed my chance to attack. But I'm getting there. Ever so slowly. That might have cost me Gebel if I hadn't jumped out of the way. Yes, stay right there. You do not stay right there. He's super beat up. We might still be able to bring this around. With, like, Invincible Hachi. Yeah, let's just load up Hachi. See where that gets us. You gotta kill this horrible eyeball thing. No matter how long it takes. Hachi's strong enough to punch right through it now. So at least there's that. Free heal for Zangetsu. Zangetsu is normally pretty good with this boss fight, but he lost the sword that makes him good. So now he sucks. We're as ready as we're gonna be. If the boss cooperates, we win, and if the boss doesn't cooperate, we lose, as usual with this boss. I hate this boss. Just gonna stand on the platform. Pretty sure the boss, like, can't stay here for very long. Here we go. One more? Yeah. Didn't even have the opportunity to hit me, and I'm glad for it. Screw you, Sarcophagus. Never have to fight that horrible thing again. More than anything else, that is my incentive to just call this game quits after I beat the final episode. I got armor. Who'd we get? Miriam. Demon that turned into a harlot. Apparently it's a Rorschach test. I don't know what specific demon that is. It wasn't the sarcophagus. We don't actually know much about Miriam. As a character, she has been profoundly underserved by the Curse of the Moon series. Obviously, she's the main character of Ritual of the Night. And Alfred also appears in Ritual of the Night. I recently learned. Much to my surprise. So I assume Gebel might even be in Ritual of the Night? I don't know. I didn't check. Could be, though. We'll get Robert next. Because after that is only one more level, and it doesn't unlock anything to play that level. But I'm going to play it anyway. Not even for any specific reason. Just to say that I did. Gebel is fantastic at dealing with these spear guys. Oh yeah. How do they not let us have Gebel until now? Most people who play this game never unlock Gebel. Which is very sad to think. They can play the original game and have all the Gebel they want. But he really, really shines in this game. And so much of the game is designed around using him. It's a shame to think of those poor souls who never choose to beat the game 3 times in a row. It's ultimately their loss, because the third loop is the best part of the entire game. It's one of the things people criticize about this game. Not everyone likes having to beat it 3 times. I personally do. I always really liked replay value in games. And this game has spectacular replay value. But technically, modern game design would indicate that all the characters should be available in the first loop. The first loop should really just be, you go through the game, you fight the Beelzebub boss thing. And then after you beat the Beelzebub, you fight the weird guy with the gem in his chest from the second loop. Without Dominique, because Dominique needs to be saved. And that's when the 3 friends from the first game show up. And that's when you go to the moon. No redundant content whatsoever. But then you wouldn't get this whole choose your own adventure sequence that we're going through right now. You would lose a tremendous amount of gameplay. You would have more choice in the matter of like what you wanted to play. But as a curated experience, I really, really like what Bloodstained 2 has to offer. Except for the first loop. The first loop is like legitimately kind of bad. These are only vulnerable when they have their eyes open, it seems. So Lormond opening their eyes, and all is well. This area is trivialized by Gebel, as most things are. Love that Gebel. They never really tell you much about what Gebel even is. Zangetsu wants to kill him at first because I guess he's a demon. And Zangetsu likes killing demons. Zangetsu also is a demon. Or at least demon-powered. But again, they don't really go too much into that. Oh, I have Robert. Don't need to fly through gaps, I can just crawl through them. Been a long time since I played as Robert. Okay. That was kind of a bad spot. Should have used the stomp. These guys are horrible. You can't shoot them. Their shields are bulletproof. So what can we do? We can whip them. Miriam has been kind of outclassed by all the new characters we have. But she's still good. I'm not gonna complain about having Miriam. They just made so many other, better characters. Like, the closest thing to a slouch in this game is Robert. And Robert still has many, many useful applications if you're creative. Alfred was much less multi-purpose in the first game than Robert is. And the other two new characters are both fantastic. We do indeed have the whole gang. There's even a little slot right next to Hachi, where it seems like they should cram yet another character. An 8th hero. And I hope they do. I hope that's the twist. We recruit Camelhead into our party. Camelhead should be completely annihilated by now, but I wouldn't mind having her on our team. Gebel was the solution for these horrible things. I do remember this boss. I assume this is what Miriam was talking about with the demon that turns into a harlot as a Rorschach test, but she wasn't specific. Hachi is probably a good choice. We know Robert isn't. Dominique was the best choice the first time around. Which is why this boss was so difficult in the second loop when Dominique was inside of a gigantic demon. Powering it. Like an Evangelion. Now we need to build a butterfly. Much as I like butterflies, I have a new emote actually, which got instantly approved on Twitch. It's a butterfly with leaves for wings. So, obviously a fall celebration thing. Taken from the video game Tomba, but it's an unused sprite. So essentially, no one would ever know that it's from Tomba. No one would ever know that regardless, because it's Tomba. Who cares about that game? But it's a great sprite. I'm in love with it. I'm glad I turned it into an emote. Look at that. Like, it really is adorable. You can even see the little eyes, the little antennae. It's very Banjo-Kazooie in its design. And I find it just heart-melting. I finally discovered the Spriters Resource as a website, where people rip basically all the sprites that have ever been made, put them into handy image formats, and then I get to turn them into emotes. And that includes sprites that no one has ever seen because they weren't actually in the game. A little catching up between Zangetsu and Robert. Robert has more of a grudge against demons than he does now. Wait, had less of a grudge against demons. Tenses. Sorted those out finally. All the other characters have had goofy little jokes. And Robert is lamenting his murdered wife. He's even mad at the church for not saving his wife, even though they did more than most average people, it appears. It's true, Zangetsu's a big softie. And now he's friends with alchemists and exorcists. Okay, apparently the alchemists summoned the demons in the first place. There's that much. Good reason to hate them for that. I guess everything we're seeing, including the cat girls and the bunny girls, they're all demons. I do not feel like I learned much about Robert there. Really, that was more intimate than anything else that any of the other characters said, but I still feel let down. One more level. This one unlocks nobody. But we have everybody, so that's not a problem. Just gonna try and crush this whole level with the big man. The alchemist. Get this thing out of here. We'll do this the intended way. Or not. Do this the unintended way. Now, will I be able to get through here? Yeah, I could just fly over. Or not? Yeah, you can't fly over. How do you get rid of this crate? You get even more frozen. Okay, they're immune to being frozen. That's a cute detail, at least. Maybe like this. Let me try this. Nope. Crate is freeze-proof. Help me out here, Robert. I don't have any sub-weapons that can get through there. Perhaps one exists, but I don't have it. Ah, well. I guess I'm never gonna figure that one out. I have every possible tool at my disposal, and I still can't quite get it. There should be nothing in here. Zangetsu, get your old sword back. Put the bad swords that we don't need anymore in the trash. Okay. I will attempt to attack the crate using the bat. Like this. Didn't work. It was worth it. Worth a shot, but didn't do anything. Maybe I attacked it from too far away or too close or something. There are a lot of other sub-weapons, and maybe I just don't have the right one. But I can't imagine which one would be acceptable for the task at hand. Like, these are the same crates. And stomping them doesn't break them. That doesn't break them, obviously. It was kind of a long shot. I'll stop wasting ammo. And gabble our way through this. I'm sure someone has figured out that shortcut. Probably just look it up. But it would be kind of hard to find what the answer is. Even if there's an all shortcuts video, it'd be a pain to scan it for that specific shortcut. Because there's so many shortcuts. Being very careless in this level. Just gotta get through it. This thing's alive. Not anymore. Yes, we'll take the lower route. It's probably faster. There will be several permanent upgrades in this level. And I don't know where. Do like the crocodiles. Don't see them too often. They show up in the most inconvenient spots. I think there's one more. Yeah, there he is. Not gonna accomplish much over there, though. Anyone need a sub-weapon? Robert has a decent sub-weapon. We didn't get it, but it does exist. Our Demon Fire seems to do increased damage against these things, maybe? Or we just have enough upgrades now that we're one-hit killing them regardless. Hey, nice. And snipers. Snipers in the floor. Bam. Stomp the snipers. Oh, that one got me. That was interesting. I guess I jumped at the, exact moment that the bullet was passing by, so I dodged the bullet. Crush them all. Stop that one. Forget about that one, and then there's another one. This one has a rapid fire gun. Didn't save him. On our difficulty level, we can just power through that regardless, but it saves us a room to not do that. Still have almost max ammo. So that was well worth it. And there's a permanent upgrade. Oh yeah, this is definitely a Rob job. Look at how easy it is. Even more ammo, and our healing is back. Who needs a heal? Beautiful. Yeah, this level is very easy for us. Just gonna walk on through. These things are so slow they can't even catch up to Hachi. They don't stand a chance. And here's the boss. Let's see if there's anything good here. Yes, the best sub-weapon is right there. I'll probably just use invincibility the whole way through, though. This Kraken has nothing for me. Release it all you want. I could care less. You'll regret that momentarily. Just keep punching. Shield at the right moment. That only took about half my ammo. But That's right, there's another attack here. Figured out the dodge. Finally. Don't even need to move. Shield. This phase is easier than the first phase. So far. Same thing. Yep. No problem. Let's see if I can dodge this. Whatever's going to happen next. I got an achievement called "Is That Really Necessary?" for going through even this optional level. We got all the parts for the spaceship, including the residual heat crystal. And yeah, no new characters. So there we go, that's every level. We could go back and grind for permanent upgrades, but we can also go to space. Then let us be off. Our space pilot Alfred is ready to send us to the Demon Palace on the moon. I have every possible upgrade to make this as easy as it can be. That was good foreshadowing. Our exhaust going past the moon made it look like we were slicing the moon in twain, which indeed we will be doing soon enough. Don't know what that S does. Did not give me an option. Which is about as much as I know about vertical shmups. Shot speed's not going up any. My movement speed is going through the roof. There's my option. I did miss one upgrade there. And another. These things are hard to break. Wow, one hit kills. Certainly makes that flame shield pretty useful. We don't lose our upgrades. And it looks like the P15 in the corner is our life count. For some reason, there's a candle in space. We got a Hachi Punch now. Spears to go with it. This rules. It's very silly, but very fun and very cool. So you're not going to catch me complaining about silliness. And this is the game where the best character is a robot piloted by a corgi, so I'm here for silliness. I am out of control as far as speed. This is too much speed. But I'm getting enough upgrades that the game is starting to play itself. Oh, I missed the bat wings. Another option. Oh well. The wind shots are pretty terrible. Trying to aim those is making me make mistakes, so I'm gonna avoid them for now. Don't think it's fair that these guys can shoot through walls. Here we go. Yeah, it is getting a bit Vampire Survivor. Except for how fast I am. The fact that touching walls instant kills me is getting to be an issue. And yet I still insist on touching every single speed upgrade. Nothing can break my stride. Nothing is going to slow me down. Oh, I don't even know what hit me there. The bones. Little bones fly out. Surgically grab that upgrade there. And these upgrades here. So now we have scrolls. Or charms, as the game has always called them. Don't get too close to the top of the screen. Oh, this has to be inspired by the Guardian Legend. This looks exactly like the Guardian Legend. I love the Guardian Legend. I'm gonna fucking stream the Guardian Legend sometime soon now. Been meaning to do that anyway. Okay, there's no way around these rocks. They can't be destroyed and they're one-hit kill. So I'm not thrilled about that. Because my speed is too high to dodge them appropriately. So the Guardian Legend is an NES game where you play as an anime robot girl. It's a top-down Zelda-like, but the boss fights are all vertical shooter segments like this. Oh man, that is so Guardian Legend. There's an enemy that does exactly this in the Guardian Legend. They could not possibly be catering to my interests any more than they are right now. You got me, Curse of the Moon 2. I am gotten. Seems like maybe we can only hold one, like, upgrade of each character type. So yeah, when I grab a different Robert-type weapon, it replaces the one that I have. And I had the lightning, but I grabbed the fire shield, so now I lose the lightning, but then I grab the lightning again, so I have lightning again. I blew up because I got too close to the top of the screen. Getting very low on lives. I bet there's an achievement for going through this without dying once. An achievement I will never ever get. Yeah, apparently I have to stream the Guardian Legend. Because no one in chat has heard of it, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. There are like 5 NES games that I give a portion of a shit about, and NES is right at the top of that list. NES. Guardian Legend is at the top of that list. This poor thing didn't stand a chance. Sorry, demon from the center of the moon. Now what should happen is, our character should fly forward, then spin over, and that's where the anime girl would be located, underneath the bottom of the ship. But instead we're on the moon, with reduced gravity. This rules. So yeah, this is one of my favorite things any video game has ever done, suddenly. And I didn't see this in, like, any reviews or anything, like... I think people may not have gotten the reference. You have Resurrection Crystal and Lightning shooting thing. I'll take both. The free shot's so good, though. My positioning is off. Oh, this is really hard. I can't imagine doing this on veteran difficulty. The platforming is kind of a nightmare here. Because you're committed to jumps. It's also quite possible that people reviewing this game never made it to this part. One of the negative reviews that I saw just said it's a ripoff of Hollow Knight, 0 out of 10. So that goes to show how far most people got while playing this game. They got as far as unlocking Dominique at the end of the first level, and that was it. Don't really have the ammo to fly across this with abandon. But I'm gonna try. So far, so good. And that went pretty well. How do I get to that thing? There's no hole in the ground or anything. Can't fly up there, can't slash my way through. Very weird. I expected I would probably like Hollow Knight, but I never played it, so no opinion. It seems cool. I don't know why it has such an incredibly rabid fan base. It's definitely overrated, but being overrated is not, like, actually bad. Canceling out your mech hover over a pit is bad. Don't do that. But probably play Hollow Knight, for all I care. It seems fun. I'll probably play it someday. It's a game about bugs. I seek those out. This is interesting. Eager-esque, but through an NES filter. Surely I'm supposed to go this way. I've got the ammo for it. Maybe I would have come from this way? No, the arrow says that's where most people would enter. Oh! If you touch the goo, you transform. And for some reason, Hachi's dead. Oh yeah, I fell in that pit. Let's use the resurrection crystal. And maybe try this again? This is gonna be a tough bat segment, though. Normally I use the bat to, like, easily traverse areas. Not make it much harder than it otherwise would be. Okay. I made it through. I got hit at the end, but it didn't instant kill me, so I'll take it. This room's free for Hachi. But obviously Hachi needs to be alive to enjoy that freedom. Let's hop on down there. Just walk through. We gotta watch out for the Tasmanian Devils, but we can also punch through their shields. Nice and easy. Your tricks don't scare me. And we save some Gebbles so that we can do this. Heal up Hachi for 1 HP, and I guess keep going forward. Who's gonna be good for this? Probably nobody. Zangetsu is obviously the worst for it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, Miriam is the best for this. Platform is going to be a bit tough. Because that. But otherwise, she's, pretty well suited. Yeah. I'm actually going to retry there. Yeah, I was always disappointed. Like, I didn't realize that Hollow Knight was a bug game for the longest time. Because the bugs don't look like bugs. That is indeed an issue. Oh, Robert. Robert's also quite solid for this. I forgot about the only thing Robert was good at. Shooting enemies from great distances. Don't do it, Robert. Okay, he's also good at saving himself from falling into pits. And sometimes that particular skill is invaluable. Is this a shortcut? Of course not. So I guess this is a job for Invincihachi. Yeah, Robert's wall jump has been very underserved throughout the game. But finally, it is served. Yeah, we'll do one of these. Use a fire shield to prevent fire damage. It's ironic, but it works. Don't care for that. Damn it all. Out of ammo. I believe Miriam needs the most healing right now, but I waited too long. On, good weapon. The best weapon. This platforming is super weird. Never gonna get used to it. That's the moon for you. It's weird how a platformer giving you much greater distances on all your jumps suddenly becomes an issue. New variant of the gargoyle. Never seen one of those before. Let's do more healing. I want Miriam in tip-top shape now that she has an axe. She does have increased height, so the platforming is even harder with her. Even more ammo. Who might need this? It could be something good for Zangetsu. It is not. That would have been better served in Hachi's hands, but it's all good. Speaking of Hachi, let him take lead to get to another checkpoint. They're very generous with checkpoints here. Mildly disturbing. Oh, bugs are back. Now I'm glad I have chosen to have Hachi take lead. Not sure how bugs are back. Oh, that was a checkpoint. Let's get the checkpoint. A checkpoint at the beginning and the end of this room. I did just say they were very generous. I didn't expect them to be that generous. And we'll heal up. Get everyone at max. Ready to rock. When in doubt, Hachi. The art design is really, really good here. Seemingly less consistent. It's been changing wildly from room to room. But here's a familiar non-face, just to exemplify the fact that I definitely know what's coming here. A monster without a face. What are the odds? Let's kill it. You missed. Don't care about your crescent moons. These hands are not taking any damage, as far as the HP bar is concerned. But that one's dead. Can I fly up on top of it? Yes. But then what? Oh god. This is certainly a thing. Probably a Miriam thing. Let's see if Miriam can hit the boss from a reasonable distance. Nope. What even is this? Oh, it's a robber thing. Should've known. Robber things are always so hard to tell in advance. Oh, hey, an entire moon to come get me. Yeah, in the first loop of the game, there are segments where you are required to play baseball with the giant living brood of bugs. And they do a good job teaching you that. Make it very intuitive to figure that out the first time, because you wouldn't think so. I also did not expect that to be a thing. Now, all my characters really suck for the purpose of punching this boss in the face, or lack thereof. We'll have Miriam land a bunch of axes, and then sacrifice someone else, and then we'll go through, refill our ammo, repeat the process. Use the resources we got, cheap as it is. I make no claims of being good at these games. I'm on casual difficulty. I still gotta cheat it out. But it's a satisfying boss that feels very puzzly. So I'm pretty happy with this method of dealing with it. I'm about to lose Miriam, which is exactly what I'm trying not to do. So, I guess we send in Hachi. What is this? I remember that now. One down. Hey, it doesn't explode if it goes all the way off screen. Boss is covering a lot of my teammates, so I don't know exactly where I'm going to land when I start switching characters. Bit of fake difficulty there. Not sure what to do about this. I'll take some free hits on the way out. Anyone but Dominique can die. Keep saying Dominique and Miriam interchangeably. I meant Miriam. Don't let Miriam die. Okay. An acceptable loss. We'll fill Miriam all the way back up. Go to town with axes the second I walk in the door. And we should win. Almost made it through. Like, there was just a little sliver of health left on that boss. If I'd swapped my characters more effectively, I might have pulled that one out. Oh, it was going well. There it goes. Now what happens? Whole team shows up. They power up Zangetsu. And then we're gonna swing the super sword. Gonna slash 1 trillion times. Wish I could do that in the game. But we turn that boss into a paste. I got a bunch of achievements there. And the moon is no more. Long, grueling battle had finally come to an end. Zangetsu and his allies braved the demon stronghold and eradicated Sariel and his army. As they watched the light of the breaking dawn illuminate their world, it seemed as if the Radiance was celebrating their victory. And, the world was at peace. Zangetsu, he was cursed by the moon, but the moon is about to explode. Excellent music. Cleave the moon in twain. And in doing so, ended the Curse of the Moon. There really cannot be a Curse of the Moon 3 after this. Because there's no more moon. You don't need to breathe in space. That's a lie that we've been told our whole lives. No need to worry about any of that nonsense. So yeah, the overall design of this game is all over the place. Difficulty balancing is very poor, and it tends towards the incredibly just excruciating difficulty. But it's super fun. And like, that final loop is so good. Much better than I would have expected from after playing the first 2 loops. The third loop managed to blow me away, and you never see that in a game. Where New Game Plus Plus is where it comes into its own. Sometimes New Game Plus is surprisingly better than the first loop, but that third loop really was top tier, and it really would not have worked if we hadn't had to do the first 2 loops. I'm really glad I did the first one on veteran difficulty, because the second one would have been impossible, and the third one was almost impossible, even having done an entire loop on veteran difficulty. The characters are all super delightful. They have a lot of personality. Great fun to get to know them and enjoy their moves. I think I made up 95% of their personality just from playing as them and seeing what they were into, but the little hints always backed up what I had made my headcanon for their personality, so that's fun. Really cool series. I'm certain it's over at this point. They cannot make a Curse of the Moon 3. They are making a game called Grim Guardians, I'm pretty sure is the name. The same development team. And it is focused on co-op 2D platforming. It's a very similar system. You play as 2 separate characters and you can switch freely between them. But in co-op, then one person plays as the sword person and the other person plays as the gun person. And you team up to perform platforming challenges. Robert works because he is so out of character. Like, he doesn't fit the game at all. He's got guns. No one else has guns. Even the alchemy mech sort of makes a kind of sense that the guns don't. He's so edgy and so grimdark. You would think Zangetsu would be the edgy grimdark guy, but no. It's his old war buddy Robert. And speaking of which, war buddies. What war? They never defined the war. They never explained how Zangetsu went from the time period of the first game into the current time period, and then ended up in a war, and then got over it and made friends with the church and alchemists. Zangetsu has lived multiple lives, and we don't know why. And we never will know why, because this is the end of Curse of the Moon. Definitely interested in Grim Guardians. It has a more DS-style graphic thing. So it's much, much, much cleaner than what we're seeing here. And I'm not thrilled about that, but it does still work, and it does still have some grisliness and some body horror. It still fits, but I really liked the art style of this game. And I really, really liked the 5 minutes where it referenced the Guardian legend. That was the best part of the game, or any game for that matter. So for that alone, 5 stars. That made up for any flaws in the earlier loops of the game. But yeah, overall, my final rating is very, very high. I don't do numbers, but I like this a lot. Immensely. I wish I liked it more. It's still not quite my kind of game, because it is way too hard. But I got what I wanted out of it and then some, so it still works. And there's Zangetsu mode. Different forms of Zangetsu are available when starting a new game. And boss rush. I think there's still more locked stuff in here? No, maybe not. Just boss rush and Zangetsu mode, it appears. Where is Zangetsu mode? Maybe if I just start a game, it'll ask me if I want to do Zangetsu mode? There we go. Plays the weakest version of Zangetsu from start to finish. Or the ultimate form, where he has double jump, dash, charge, slash, and powered up sub-weapons. So, Zero version of Zangetsu. That's probably why his name starts with a Z, as a reference to Zero from Mega Man X. And then there's just normal Zangetsu. Thank you for watching Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I ended up ultimately enjoying it after numerous hours of agony.